We are at the final episode for March of 2004. It's Monday Night Raw. I gotta tell you, Josiah, I am so looking forward to April 1st on SmackDown.
Oh man, April Fool's Day SmackDown, gonna be a good time for sure. So let's knock out this Raw real quick. The future holds. The 29th of March 2004, we start with a young Randall Keith Orton coming out with his bestest buddy Batista, who is technically, for today's roster, would be young, but back then I think he was like 30. 32, 33, which, again, very impressive.
I mean, the guy always, and especially at this time, but before, during, and after, looks like $1 million.
Oh, easily. Man was clearly in the prime of his life coming in. So I looked at like older pictures of young Batista, and I'm like, you don't look like the same guy.
That's true.
You really don't. So just like the Batista I've grown to know and love, always
in the
Hollywood times, always a good time. They are already in the ring as the show comes up. Randy explains why they attacked Mick Foley last week. He says that at WrestleMania he ended the legend of Brock Lesnar. We'll never see him again. Batista and Triple H on that very same show were getting screwed by two more legends, Mick Foley and The Rock. And while The Rock ran away back to Hollywood, most likely to never be seen again because he's scared of the legend killer Randy Orton.
Man, wouldn't it be nice if we could do that match?
Oh, man, if only. Well, to be fair, Randy will be here for the next 50 years. And
I mean, you're right. There is
Rock
a chance.
pops in and out. If I remember, and depending on who has Randy in the future.
Well, because I thought Rock didn't show up for 7 years from this point.
Just about, yeah.
Match can't happen, but it's going to be a while.
Yeah.
But to me, third generation versus third generation. A man who was a crown jewel of the Attitude Era and a man that defined both ruthless aggression in his rise and PG at its
apex.
Yeah, I have a question.
I have an answer.
Theoretically, how do you feel about not having Rock Cena twice in a lifetime, but just
I was never going to do that.
Keep it once in a lifetime. And then we could do generation versus generation, Rock and Orton as the... I think that would be better.
I'm about to say, I'm not mad at that at all, actually.
Just throwing out a hypothetical.
Yeah, that was the...
But yeah, back to the promo.
Yeah, so...
Rocky ran away from Randy Orton.
Ran away from the legend killer Randy Orton. But he refused to let Mick Foley run away as well. So, while he was still in the noticeable area, before he ran off to do his presidential duties, he got him. He put him down like a dog. Triple H and Ric Flair come out at this point and tell Randy, this isn't something they wanted. We didn't ask for this. Like, Mick Foley, somebody I have a lot of respect for.
And as a matter of fact, Ric Flair and Triple H see themselves as legends as
it is. Yeah.
Like, it's almost, without saying it, it's
you're saying the quiet part out loud there. We're not bringing that up.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, the audience are like, you guys are kind of legends too at this point. And I'm like, no. Triple H is the now. Yeah. What do you mean?
Yeah, I like that.
But regardless, he has Mick Foley, especially as someone who made Triple H's career partner.
100%, yep.
Is someone Triple H has a lot of respect for. I think this is the time period Ric Flair hates Mick Foley.
Mm-hmm. I mean, realistically, that was a long time ago and a long time into the future. But
but
for storyline's sake, you can easily say that I might not like you, but I can respect that you are the authority of this company. Yeah.
Exactly.
I was president, you're president. The office means something.
Yeah, the office means a lot in this business. And he's also upset that Randy showed up, despite the fact
I told you not.
I specifically said I didn't want to see you.
Yeah.
And not only did you show up, you then attacked Brock Lesnar, retired him, and now are attacking the president of AEW. That could cost us money.
Everything, yeah.
It cost us everything we've worked for up to this point. Randy gets in Triple H's face and tells him, this is the point. This is what he's trying to do. He's over here letting this respect for these legends, respect for these elder statesmen, these guys who can barely walk, take over what we are doing right now.
Dude, Shawn Michaels was legacy. Just out with a broken back.
Broken back.
How much do you think any of these people have left to contribute to this company?
Ain't that the truth? What's important is Evolution holding championship gold, world championships, tag championships, the U.S. title, hell, going over to SmackDown, taking the Intercontinental Championship, taking the...
If you will believe in me, we can go get those Tornado Trios titles.
Exactly. Things like that. And instead, no, we're focusing on guys from a bygone era. Guys who wrestled in the Attitude Era. That era's dead. That era's finished.
Can I say something real quick?
Let's hear it.
Shawn Michaels wrestled in the AWA. Mick Foley wrestled in WCW. What do those companies have in common? They are dead.
I like that. This is why I won my match at WrestleMania and you lost your match at WrestleMania.
Like that.
Now, I'm going to go handle this legend problem that we are clearly having. And while I'm doing that, you figure out if you're going to find the guy that was the AEW World Champion or if there needs to be a new leader in Evolution. He leaves, Batista gives him a shrug, leaves with Randy. And that leaves Triple H and Ric Flair standing in the ring looking at each other, trying to figure out what to do next.
I like it a lot.
All right. So, first match of Monday Night Raw is going to be Jazz versus Molly Holly. I'm going to make it short and sweet. So, it's a rematch of last week. Great match between the two. They have another great match here, but this time Molly wins with the Molly go-round instead of the roll-up that she tried last week.
Which is cool because it shows that she has more things in her arsenal and that it wasn't just a fluke win.
Exactly. Plus, it's Jazz and Molly.
We have full faith and confidence they got this.
Full faith and confidence. Next up, we have the newly formed face, aka fully appreciated comrades and encouragers. Gotta say that more often so I remember. Scotty 2 Hotty and Billy Gunn are teaming up with Rikishi on the outside to take on... Oh, sorry, and Nydia. I apologize. I put that in the wrong spot. So Scotty, Billy Gunn, and Nydia with Rikishi on the outside are taking on Carlito and Tajiri with Linda Miles and Gail Kim and Regal on the outside.
Yep. Gail's still slinged up.
Slung up?
How do you say that? I don't know.
I think wearing a sling, yeah. I think wearing a sling at this moment.
Sling, slung.
Sling, slung. Sling, slung. Sound like I'm speaking Klingon.
I love it.
Saying that as, not a Star Trek person. But I know a little.
Yeah, live long and prosper.
Live long and prosper. Can always respect the concept. Obviously, there's interference. Regal tries to cheat.
Sure.
Unsuccessfully.
But Big Keish,
Big Keish punches him right in the face.
Some work, yeah.
Old school style. As this is happening, Lita comes out, hits Linda in the back with a chair because, ref's distracted with all the nonsense going on with Keish and Regal.
Easy peasy.
And then walks Gail slowly back up the ramp with the chair because, again, slinged up. This allows Scotty to hit the DDT after a famous serve from Billy Gunn.
Beautiful.
And face win.
I love it.
Face have scored their first victory in AEW, and the crowd love it.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Tori tells John Cena that his defense tonight will be a triple threat match instead of the singles match he was saying was going to happen because you did promise both of them a championship match. You didn't say when, and you also wrote it into the contract with Goldberg that you would give them a championship match if you won.
I love it.
Now, I know you didn't read the contract, but I did.
Yeah.
Because that's my job. So, of course, Cena's absolutely heated, but he'll have a whole commercial break to get over it because this match is next.
Well, and we know John Cena from this era. He can tear him down verbally on the way to the ring.
Yep.
Talk about how that it doesn't matter, what they bring, he can knock them down. All
doesn't matter how many people are in this match. I'm still the chain gang leader. I'm still the doctor of thugonomics. I ran out of nicknames.
He's head and shoulders above them all.
Head and shoulders above them all. Best to ever do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I love this era of John Cena.
Absolute classic. Cena comes out, like I said, verbally destroys Rob Conway and Rico with a rap that he made off the top of the dome. Ends with the classic nuts line, throws some nuts in the face, went to the vending machine right before he gets said nuts because he didn't have this prepared. But after that, we have the, I believe, first ever triple threat match for the Evolve title. It's the first time hasn't been a one-on-one match.
I like the variety that's coming to the title. That's good.
I'm about to say it's good fun. I always thought. Since technically no one man is the challenger, they had to agree on a stipulation. They both agreed to have a table elimination triple threat match.
That's pretty cool.
For the kicks and giggles mostly, because I'm like, well, I still want a type of hardcore stipulation.
Well, and the beauty of that is they could, in theory, work together to get John out of the match. Now, I think John's strong enough that he can overtake and fight his way through, but I think it's a smart step to pick when it can be 2-on-1.
Exactly.
For a while.
And that is exactly what happens. So they do double team Cena because of what happened last week.
And going back to WrestleMania, too.
Nah, definitely not. Yeah, definitely going to WrestleMania as well. Multiple situations where they almost get Cena through the table. Rob Conway actually sets Cena up on a table for Rico. Rico goes to the top rope, and it goes flying through the table without a body there because Cena was able to roll off.
Beautiful.
Another sequence, the table set up in the corner. Rob charges in to try and just spear Cena through it, and Cena moves out of the way, and Rob flies through the table.
It's almost like, what is it? Acme versus Wile E. Coyote?
Yep, classic. Yeah, Wile E. Coyote versus Roadrunner.
Well, no, it's an upcoming movie.
Oh, no, it's literally Acme versus...
Starring John Cena.
Oh, that's
Well, he's
phenomenal.
in it. I don't know if he's a star, but I think it actually stars somebody else. But he's in the thing.
I'm about to say.
Because the joke of that movie trailer is John Cena became everything he hated. JBL.
This is great.
So if you see him, he's wearing the bowler tie and the suit
And the
big
cowboy
hat.
hat.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
He
great.
looks like an old JBL. Old John Cena looks like a young JBL.
Oh, man, now I got to look that up because I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh,
This
it's
is going to be
hilarious.
phenomenal.
Yep.
Obviously, table match rules, if you put yourself through a table,
It don't count.
Gives John plenty of opportunity. So he sets up a table and does the classic Cena feat of strength where he stacks Rob and Rico on his shoulders and gives them both an FU through the table.
I kind of saw that coming, but just because I can predict it doesn't mean it's wrong.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
I predicted it in my brain because it felt right.
It felt right. Yeah, I was about to say. It makes Cena look great. I'm not going to lie, I have Rico and Cowboy 100% just because I need bodies.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that and I had nothing for him.
Yeah. So.
Because oftentimes that's how it'll go. One of us will say, "Hey, do you got anything for this guy?" And if the other guy says no, then it's like, okay, well, I'll figure it out.
Yep. They'll either have a really, really great gimmick or they'll be job people.
Yes.
Which, I mean, hey,
it's
a good living.
Somebody's got to look at the lights.
Somebody's got to look at the lights. Plus, I mean, to be fair, that's a pretty impressive finish, man.
Yeah, I agree. I'm with it. I like it a lot.
After the match, Rhino comes in and gores them both again because, why not?
Yeah.
Finally, we have the thing that people have been waiting for all night, the main event of the evening. The Devil's Advocates are defending the AEW Tag Team Championships. The defending parties are O'Haire and Chris Jericho, which is great because they both hate each other.
Well, it's hilarious to me because Sean O'Haire's got big work to be doing this coming SmackDown, so I cannot believe that he has the
Dubious
belief in himself to be pulling
double duty.
Yes. Top title matches in such short order.
Yes. And in reality, it's because I know Sean is no longer...
Oh, yeah.
Not long for this world.
Correct.
So, for me, this is my last chance to actually book him in a match.
I like that. I was gonna make believe pretend when SmackDown rolled around that maybe he had a shot, but since you brought it up, I'll say, we know.
Yeah, I'm about to say it's the reality. I mean, anyone who watches this knows the rules of our show too. Exactly. So if you do a quick Google search, you know.
Yes.
Well, Sean O'Haire left in less than 3 days, so
exactly.
Probably not winning the world title. I will say though, if O'Haire was here, even for another year, I would have 100% made an argument for him to be world champion.
I mean,
I made him. Didn't have to be here.
I made him hold the big gold belt, so you're not gonna have a hard time talking me into it.
Yeah. I was always a big O'Haire fan, so it's been an honor for me to book him. I really appreciated the guy's talent. I've always enjoyed his segments.
Absolutely.
Back in the day,
I thought he had way more to offer than WWE ever utilized.
Yeah.
And I think that's a proven fact with the way that we treated him both in the Wednesday Night Wrestling Remix and here on Alpha and Timber Worldwide.
Absolutely. So, let's get down to his last Monday Night Raw match. O'Haire and Jericho come out with Kane, no Christian. At this time, Christian is working on devil stuff. whatever that may be. And they are taking on, for the first time second time I'm able to book Rey Mysterio. In case you don't know, or you're new to the channel, Rey Mysterio is my favorite wrestler. So, this is always fun for me. Rey and Chavo are coming out.
What was your first time using?
2 weeks ago when we did the triple threat.
Oh yeah, yeah. My bad. Yeah, I forgot that we've been doing this crossover
just
element.
A little bit.
Yeah, basically just with this storyline.
Yeah, just with this storyline in particular. Actually, I think it's the most crossover stuff we've done ever.
And it's all because of what I have planned on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Had planned. The Sean O'Haire, Eddie Guerrero crossover storyline, because the Devil's Advocate character, knowing
what he knows
it felt too perfect not to do the crossover.
Exactly. My thoughts exactly. So, one of those happy accidents that just happened to work out for everybody involved. Yes. I'm not gonna lie, I don't see a reality where Chavo, Rey, Sean O'Haire, and Chris Jericho can have a bad match.
That's a good point.
Got a good 20 minutes here to just dance and play with, because
yes,
I expect great things from back and forth. There's a lot of near fall moments where Chavo does like the classic, like the Guerrero special.
Yes.
Almost getting a submission from Jericho until O'Haire breaks it up.
Well, the crazy thing is, because of the animosity or the distrust between Jericho and O'Haire, I could see a world where not only is the action taking place between the good guys and the bad guys, but also the bad guys and the bad guys.
Yes, these are the classic opportunities for the tag team tropes of, oh, you hit me in a tag team match. You clearly did that on purpose. I'm like, well, no, the guy I was trying to punch moved and your face was there. But, classic moments like that. So there's a lot of little moments between O'Haire and Jericho arguing with each other, and Rey and Chavo are able to get the hot tag or take advantage or in a diving attack outside the ring. Breaking down to the end of the match, Eddie hits Kane in the back with a chair as he runs on the Raw, because even though he's not technically teaming with them anymore,
it's the same concept we're using with Rikishi and Scotty 2 Hotty.
Exactly.
Just because we can't be partners, we can still be friends because we're humans.
Exactly.
We don't use ridiculous wrestling logic. Like, we just use realistic logic, which is, yes, we can't tag, but we can still be friends.
Yes, absolutely. So this isn't like Rhea and Io Sky. They're like, well, we're on different shows, so we can't help each other anymore.
Correct.
Goodbye forever.
Goodbye forever. And so, how many times has that happened? That's been so stupid.
It's happened 3 times in the last 3 months. So, kind of lost all feeling for me. I don't really care anymore.
I get it.
But that's just me personally. I'm a terrible person. What can I say? Eddie hits Kane. Kane completely no-sells the chair shot. So Eddie is walking up the ramp, and as he's doing so, Edge smacks Kane in the back with a chair, and they just back and forth, hitting Kane with a chair. Kane is running away up to the backstage to escape the double assault. As that happens, Christian, back from his double stuff. How does he do it? Who knows? Such a busy man. Sneaks into the ring and spears Chavo. This gives O'Haire the opportunity to pick him up and hit the Devil's Cruelty to retain the tag team championships. Afterwards, Chris Jericho puts Rey in the walls of Jericho, and O'Haire grabs the microphone and tells Rey, your best friend. Is he really your best friend? I'm here to tell you right now, he's keeping secrets from you. But I'm not telling you anything you don't already know.
I like that. Well, and the beautiful thing about O'Haire going over on Raw is it gives the implication that
he has a chance of becoming world champion
on SmackDown.
SmackDown, aka classic wrestling booking.
Thank you for being here at Mr. Super Oz. This video is going out, and this channel only exists because I, Oz, founded Gamble Comics, which first release was Everlasting Survivors, a 68-page graphic novel called All Day Long. Available now. Follow the link in the description that will take you to gamblecomics.com. While there, you can get hats, shirts, posters, much, much more, but most importantly, the story itself. So it's April 1st of 2004. We're in a very familiar place.
Where we at?
The Nationwide Arena in Columbus, Ohio.
My favorite venue.
The show opens with, well, the exact way that SmackDown closed. We open with Eddie Guerrero talking with the FDA, the Filthy Dirty Animals, Rey Mysterio, Chavo, and Edge. We're in the back, and Eddie says that I know that we aren't allowed to team together, and you know I had your back on Monday, but I have to make a point tonight against O'Haire. If you could just make sure that Chris Jericho, and Kane are nowhere around, I'll make sure Sean O'Haire is never in our business again.
What becomes of the brokenhearted?
So basically, it's Eddie saying that he's got to do it by himself.
Yeah, classic world champion stuff. Makes sense.
So Ed says, "Don't you worry."
Don't you worry. Pulls out his Duolingo. Vato. I got it.
He says, Christian Cage, Chris Jericho, Kane, they will be taken care of. And that's FDA approved.
There it is.
So he smiles to the camera, getting the point across that they're fun, cheesy, and, jokesters, basically.
I'm about to say all the classic Edge tropes, really.
Yeah. Before the big
Big
reveal.
Yeah. Well, listen, we got a little bit of time.
Exactly, yeah.
Got a little bit of time before he's super healed to the stars.
Correct. So after we see this conversation between Guerrero and the FDA, we cut to pre-recorded comments from the Devil's Advocates.
Yeah.
So Chris Jericho, Kane, Sean O'Haire, and Christian Cage are all elated with the fact that they are still holding tag team gold. Christian insists that Kane and Jericho hold the tag straps because he looks Sean O'Haire dead in the eyes in the segment and says, "Tonight I need you to bring me my undisputed championship."
Yes.
And so that's why he's
Bring it home to the devil.
Exactly. Bring it home to the devil. I like that. That's actually a good way to close it out. But it's just a visual representation of like, okay, you guys hold these because he's doing
the devil's work.
Doing the devil's work. I like that. So after the backstage segment and then the pre-tape segment, we open with the television champion, Lance Storm.
Yes.
He's making his way out. I don't know if the Canadian hero would get a hero's welcome in Ohio, but I know personally, I love Lance Storm.
I'm about to say, if I was in the building, I'd pop big for Lance Storm.
Yes.
So I'm going to say yeah.
And here's the thing. He is defending against A-Train.
I would really pop big for Lance Storm.
And this is in the era when the crowd would chant, "Shave your back," and all kinds of nonsense. Matt Bloom had talent, but he was never a fan favorite connection.
No.
He
worked better in Japan.
Much better. Yeah, Giant Bernard all day. Lance Storm is working from underneath. He's working babyface, and Giant A-Train is doing. He's doing his best to cut down the willpower of Lance Storm throughout the match, or while the match is going on. Booker T doesn't come to ringside, but he has a bird's eye view from the box seats.
Watching from afar, if you will.
Wanting to see who comes out on top because Booker has his sights set on getting the television title back within his grasp. Lance Storm eventually does come out on top and maintain the championship.
Nice.
Our next contest is a man who 2 weeks ago got a not very clean but decisive pinfall victory over our current undisputed champion, Eddie Guerrero. So JBL comes out with the LLC, and he is all smiles. He believes in himself, and he knows that he is going to continue his winning ways.
Of course.
Not only did he pin Eddie Guerrero a few weeks back, but 2 weeks back, but this past week he also overcame Quinones, and he once again this week is taking on the biggest member of that group, that being Toa Reigns, the big brother of Roman Reigns. JBL.
I thought you were about to mention Leaki, the legend.
So JBL, along with his crew, use every underhanded tactic to outmaneuver, and overtake Saren Moore, Hurricane Helms, and Toa Reigns. Toa Reigns falls to the clothesline from hell.
As it should. At this point in time.
Exactly. JBL, when he wins, he grabs the mic and he says, "You're looking at the next undisputed champion." Just throws it down because he believes so strongly in himself.
As he should.
I am such a fan of the next
segment.
Yeah, what happens next? And
hear
it's not even necessarily the match, because the match itself, when I say this, is gonna feel a little like, okay, I didn't see that coming, but all right. So it's the cruiserweight champion Paul London,
nice,
wrestling Devon Dudley.
Huh. Okay, yeah, you're right. You got me on that. Yeah, I'm hooked.
It's not exactly a normal sentence to say, but Devon, he comes out with Spike and Bubba.
Yeah.
And Paul London, the thing I love about him is he's known for a specific crowd chant in Ring of Honor. And that crowd chant was so poignant, especially when Gene Snitsky took his head off and flipped him upside down and inside out at the Royal Rumble. It's the concept of "Please don't die." Now,
I'm glad you're bringing that back.
The point of me bringing this up is basically the size disparity between Paul London and Devon Dudley.
Mm-hmm.
But there are a couple other things that happen in this match. So, Bubba and Spike are not at this moment noble men. They are
what? No.
They are not opposed to dirty tactics. So they, throughout the match, are willing to help Devon stay on top. And because of this, there's an angry man with a chain who comes out. He isn't necessarily friends with Paul London, but what he is sick and tired of all these people doing dirty deeds. So Rodney Mack comes out with a chain.
I know Dean Ambrose is out here. That's great.
He comes out with a chain wrapped around his fist.
Yeah.
And just the sight of Rodney Mack leads to Spike Dudley backing off.
Yeah, that'll do it.
But Bubba Ray is not quite so
intimidated.
Yes, he stands up to him, and they end up 2-on-1 jumping Mack. And, Rodney is able to use the chain to equalize, get him to back up, get off his back, if you will. Then something extra weird happens while the melee is happening on the outside of the ring. So the inside, Paul London is doing his best to stay away from Devon's strength and power.
Of course.
And Devon's doing all he can to
ground the speedster.
But, so, like I said, there's more than one thing happening. The outside action, the inside action, but then a man comes out to the ring interested in the action. That man is Paul E. Dangerously, Paul Heyman. So Paul Heyman is here, and he's just amused by what Devon is doing with Paul London, and he's intrigued by what's going on with Spike, Bubba, and Rodney Mack. After Devon Dudley pins the Cruiserweight champion, Paul Heyman gets into the ring. He looks kind of disgusted with Paul London, and he calls for the microphone. And so London is selling his way out. The ref's probably helping him to the back.
Yeah, of course.
And Paul Heyman, he says that what a sight we just saw. This is the true embodiment of the variety of wrestling. Outside the ring chaos, in the ring, a showcase of a variety or of multitudes of styles.
Yes, power versus speed.
Exactly. But next week, SmackDown is getting blessed with the most excellent Lord of the Ring.
Oh, phenomenal. The irony of Devon being in the ring is this occurs. Oh, my brother.
Testify. Yeah, I didn't think about that overlap, but...
I'm about to say, imagine if you put Bubba in there, it wouldn't have been anywhere near as funny.
So, the next match is the foretold of Devil's Advocates, Kane, Chris Jericho, and Christian Cage versus the Filthy Dirty Animals, Chavo Guerrero, Rey Mysterio, and Edge. This match it's contested under
Team Extreme Tornado Tag Team.
correct.
Or
yes.
Tornado
rules. Basically, one fall to a finish, but the
You
chaos,
can do whatever you want.
the match can be chaotic and happen anywhere. So while the chaotic action is happening, Kane and Chavo are primarily dance partners.
Cool.
Jericho and Mysterio are primarily dance partners. You can flip-flop and switch it up if you need.
As needed.
But Edge and Christian Cage are, generally speaking, the anchors of the two squads.
Makes sense.
And most often are the ones that are in the ring. At one point, though, Kane does pull Edge out of the ring, and Chavo works into the action in the ring with Christian Cage. While Kane is fighting with Edge near the staging area,
Mm-hmm.
the Devil's Advocates get a receipt. A payback, if you will, from the LLC. Danny Holiday, Doug Basham, Orlando Jordan, Billy Kidman, not JBL.
I was about to say everybody but JBL.
They all bestow upon Christian Cage their help and adoration because Christian and the Devil's Advocates are the reason JBL beat Eddie Guerrero 2 weeks ago and is, in his mind, the heir to the Undisputed title throne.
So what you're saying is they're giving the devil his due.
Haha, that's beautiful. I like that a lot. That's good. So, yes.
I'm about to say I'll be here all week. Folks.
Yes. The LLC is giving the Devil's Advocate. Yeah, that's good. That's perfect. So, Christian is able to get the victory over Chavo Guerrero.
Beautiful. I'm assuming kill switch.
Yeah, kill switch, 1, 2, 3, easy peasy. And so all the LLC are keep making sure the Edge and Rey Mysterio don't get anywhere involved. Yada, yada, yada. So we have one more match on this show before we get to the main event. It is just a way to keep some plates spinning. This is a
Gotta have those.
This is a 3/4 of WrestleMania rematch.
Oh, nice.
It's Booker T versus Jamie Noble versus Chuck Palumbo.
Oh, sweet.
So all three of the guys who wrestled Lance Storm.
Well, I probably guess who's getting pinned.
So Jamie Noble eats a scissors kick from Booker T and is victorious, continuing the storyline of him trying to get his television title back.
Makes
that
sense.
was set up earlier in the night. Layup, if you will. In the main event of the evening, because of the chaos that had occurred with the FDA and the Devil's Advocates, Paul Heyman, he does what some might consider the right thing, and he makes sure that the main event is only one man versus one man, that being Sean O'Haire versus Eddie Guerrero. It is career versus title, and Paul Heyman is on commentary. He is joining Taz and Michael Cole because Paul, he knows the strength, the speed, the precision of Sean O'Haire.
Yes.
He was he had eyes on Sean O'Haire when he challenged Brock Lesnar for the Undisputed Championship. Furthermore, Paul Heyman is the man who found and first believed in Eddie Guerrero in ECW. If it wasn't for Paul Heyman, there would be no television classic between Dean Malenko and Eddie Guerrero. If it wasn't for Paul Heyman, Chris Benoit, Dean Malenko, Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio, Conan, Public Enemy, Raven, Sandman, how many more am I missing? Stevie Richards, Mike Awesome.
Mike Awesome, yes.
These people, if it wasn't for the vision of Paul Heyman, would not have been stolen from me and put into WCW wrestling. And so my point just is he's putting himself over as much as his talent on commentary.
Well, you know, it's Paul Heyman 101.
Of course. And I ain't even mad at it. Like, it's a true story. He had the vision to bring the luchadors to America.
Yes.
When other companies did not. But the point is, Eddie Guerrero wrestles this match. It's not quite his feud with the Big Show because Sean O'Haire doesn't wrestle like the Big Show.
Not even close.
But I'm just saying the height difference,
height
visually,
the power difference.
But it's also not identical to the Brock Lesnar versus Eddie Guerrero match. Like Sean O'Haire is just a different beast entirely. Like he's huge, but he's just as fast and
He's such a unique athlete.
Yeah, he's more reminiscent to me of Jeff Hardy with more inches on him than he is. It's crazy.
More muscles.
He's a weird.
And he does do a swanton bomb.
Yeah, he's a weird hybrid wrestler. So it's hard to pinpoint who
he would be similar to.
You know what? I'm gonna actually say something mildly a little insane right now. But you know what I'm gonna compare Sean O'Haire to?
Let me hear it.
Diamond Dallas Page. I'm gonna say Eddie Guerrero versus Sean O'Haire is like Diamond Dallas Page versus Eddie Guerrero, and here's why. DDP was big, but he was lean. He was quick at the draw. He was knowledgeable. That's the way that Sean O'Haire is gonna wrestle this match.
Gotcha.
Quick, lean, knowledgeable. Whereas Eddie, he has the legacy, the mind for the business.
Yep. Prestige.
Oh my, undisputed champion coming into this thing.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's the way you can envision this match. But in the end, Eddie Guerrero hits 3 amigos. He hits the frog splash. He gets the 1, 2, 3, and Eddie Guerrero not only maintains the undisputed championship, but he has vanquished the Devil's Advocate, Sean O'Haire, the man who...
The original Devil's Advocate.
Not only that, but he is the man who first brought to light the idea that Eddie might acknowledge that he lies, he cheats, he steals, but Sean O'Haire brought to light the idea that perhaps there's more to what Eddie is saying than we realize. Before we fade to black, Sean O'Haire... So Eddie has worked his way up out of the ring. So he played the crowd with the title. Columbus is loving him. He's in like the third row.
Yeah.
But Sean O'Haire, he rolls out because the crowd, they're loving it. But Sean, he rolls out. He grabs the mic and he says, "You may have taken my career, but I'm going to take your legacy." Eddie runs back, hops on the barricade, kicks Sean O'Haire in the head, throws the mic away. We fade to black, and that's the end we see of Sean O'Haire. And it just shows that Eddie is concerned.
He's fearful of something. You don't act like that if you didn't do something wrong.
I appreciate you. Thanks for all your help.
See ya.